Hi, how are you doing? Good evening. And well, today the markets were again in the green, and now all eyes are on the budget, which is day after tomorrow. And after that, some cues will come, like is the government spending more on infrastructure? What is the government doing to boost consumption? Any subsidies, further freebies and all, is that there? Corporate tax, capital markets tax, if there is some. I hope nothing happens there. And railways, allocations to railways. So all these things would be watched out very keenly. Even I am looking at lots of things. Also, PLI schemes, if some new would be launched. So, well, we'll see the budget. Till then, the market is more or less flat. Today, it opened flat. The important thing is that it should remain in the green. So today it ended in the green, and uh, small caps also closed in the green. Mid caps also closed in the green. Bank Nifty, Sensex, everything was in the green. It is nice to see the green screen. Okay, so I'll talk about a little bit of market wrap, and then I'll talk about the top gainers today. Two top gainers today. So basically, global markets are now kind of over that DeepSeek thing, and it seems that even uh, the macros, the international markets are stable. In fact, abhi bhi Dow is in the green. Okay, Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, they all are in the green. Okay, so if this stays like this, then the handover is decent enough, and also the big tech companies, they were also stable. As I said a day before only, Nvidia stabilized. It was actually up 8%, and the other big IT giants, they were also stable. So because of that, the market was in okay mode. Okay, so it was sideways. As I said, everything is now dependent on the budget. The Fed thing is done, and last night, before the Fed meeting that the live happened. So Fed has not given any indication. They are keeping uh, a wait and watch kind of a policy, and because I think the inflation figures are still being watched by the Fed chairman. So though the President Trump wants rates to be cut. Today I have a very bad throat. Bangalore has a weird weather. Sometimes it becomes hot, and sometimes it's cold. तो सर्दी लग जाती है ऐसे में. Okay, and my cold begins with the throat. Okay, anyway, I'll try my best. Okay, so now it's so the macros are kind of stable, and we are looking at the budget. Fed keeps things on hold. Okay, I've said this already, and the comeback is more likely. Actually, we are seeing it. The comeback is more happening in the financial sector, in the pharma sector, and in the uh, consumption sector also. The Dabur also came out with its results today. कल कोलगेट पामोलिव का था, और उससे पहले HUL and all that has been done. Godrej consumer GCPL wala was a little disappointing, but because there's a pickup in the rural demand, so uh, we are expecting a better quarter four. Okay, and if something happens in the budget, something for the lower middle class, then things will get better. And actually, in the industry is expecting that the government will do something to increase the consumption. Urban consumption has slowed down, and that is because of wages have not risen as much as the inflation has. And taxation, if there is some change in the taxation, if there's a, God forbid, increase in some slab or something, then further consumption, urban consumption may go down. Okay, so I hope this doesn't happen because the government knows that they have to boost consumption, urban and rural both. Okay, the freebie wala jo politics hai na, it is actually hurting the economy. Mm. And it is not letting the animal spirits of the corporate sector do as much as they can. So this freebie culture is not right actually. We have to grow. The economy has to grow. Company bol rahi hu. The country has to grow. So we need animal spirits in the uh, private sector. Okay. So and for that, the first step has to be taken by the government. And if all these freebies and all they continue, then it's actually very tough. Okay, so okay, this is okay, okay. So don't invest in companies that have fallen 30 to 40. Okay, now as I was talking, acha SEBI ka ek, before all this, SEBI has today, it has kind of given its verdict or advisory or a strict warning to influencers who give advice on stocks and who are also telegram channels bhi hote hain, and also there are some people who in the garb of this is education purpose and all that, and we are teaching stock market now, and we also give stock advices. So this is an advisory or actually SEBI has clearly said that only you follow registered SEBI advisors. You should not listen to people who are not registered and all that. Okay, so keep that in mind, and don't fall for those channels and all. And as I said already, that don't go for advices and all that which are given in the through these channels and all that. Okay, so I am a registered. I'm registered with SEBI, and that is through IIFL. I am an authorized person for IIFL. But if you have seen my videos, I don't give those stock advices. ये 40 हो जाएगा, ये 20 का 40 हो जाएगा, 50 हो जाएगा. I don't get into all that. So सनसनीखेज नहीं है चीजें यहाँ पे. I only talk about uh, what is happening in the market, and I talk about stocks which I am authorized to talk about. Okay, yeah. So where was I? So the stocks which you wanted to buy always, and which are your favorites, or which you were like Bajaj Finance and all that. Such kind of stocks, Bajaj Finance का तो अच्छा है. It was up today very nicely. So but still उसमें भी the stocks which have fallen 30 to 40%. There is one example of Zomato, and like someone was one of my clients. He was asking me, ma'am, can I buy Zomato now? So now it's like, if you buy, it is down actually, but still its valuations are not that justifiable. But yes, it has a new target. So the thing is that, any of the, this is not about Zomato here, many stocks which have fallen 30 to 40%. There's this example of Garden Shipyard in defense, because defense stocks, as a defense को भी अच्छा allocation मिलता है budget में. So these stocks are also likely to rally. But some stocks which have fallen so much, like Cochin Shipyard here, they will take some time to rise again. So if you are a short-term investor, don't get into such stocks. But if you are a long-term investor and you believe in the stock, then you can probably go for it. 6 to 12 months का आपका viewpoint है, then you can probably go for it. Okay, so these are some of the stocks that you can this is meaning the stocks which have fallen 30 to 40% from their peaks. So you have to wait for them to go up a little bit, and then probably you can buy, because then you have to wait. Let's suppose you buy something for 1,000 rupees or something, then, and the peak was around 3,000 or something, or 1,500 or something, then you have to wait for the stock to first go to that level of 1,500 and then further climb up. Okay, so please don't get into such stocks. एंड बिकॉज अभी वो 40-50% वाला रिटर्न इस साल तो नहीं होने वाला है. ओके. So, okay, also Zomato and Quick.com stocks are likely to do well, but they also now have a horizon of 6 to 12 months. And yeah, they will not rise beyond that. They will not rise so much because their beta is high. They have more high beta stocks. They're more volatile than, in a common language, they're more volatile than the market. So high beta stocks are more volatile than the market. So don't invest in such stocks if you don't have the patience and whatever, or you don't want to wait. So please don't invest in such stocks. Okay, I'm not saying don't invest in Zomato. You can invest in Zomato. I'm just saying that it's a high beta stock. Okay, and financials are looking good, especially big banks, mid cap, and IT are good. Mid cap IT are good, like Persistent System and all. Okay. Then Ambuja Cement, Dalmia, Bharat have been range bound. Yeah, this is actually someone was asking me this thing. Both of these stocks, Dalmia Bharat was one of the most um, what were advised stock in the beginning of the year. It was in the model portfolios of many brokerages, but it has been range bound. Okay. So these both have been range bound, so you can keep them on your radar and think about it. Okay, Jefferies has downgraded Tata Motors. This is after 3.5 years, and this is because of they see a lot of competition in the EV sector, and Tata Motors is also trying its best, but M&M is there. Then Maruti is there. In fact, most of the companies are now getting into EVs. So Jefferies has now kind of downgraded Tata Motors. It has actually seen huge ups and downs. I remember 2021-22 it was around 300 something. Then it went up till 1011. Now it is again languishing, and its new actually its target has been, it has downgraded now to 660 rupees. It has been by Jefferies. And if you want me to talk about the results, I talk about some of the important stocks which saw their some have good results, some have bad results. Okay, I will just go through them very quickly because it is important to keep them on your mind because they are important companies. Okay, so L&T came out with its result. L&T, Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, Bajaj Finserv, Shree Cement. Okay, I'll quickly go through one by one. Jaldi. Tata Motors profit down 22%. Revenue was up. EBITDA was down. Margin is also down. And JLR Q3 revenue has grown 1.5%, but its EBITDA is down. Then Bajaj Finance, this was doing very well today. It is a good stock. Profit is up 18%, and net NII is also up 23%, and its AUM has also grown. That's what the stock was doing well. Voltas was down today. Its results were not that good. Blue Star, on the other hand, has done well. It has a good Q3. So Voltas profit is 130 crore, which is against the loss of 27 crores. Its revenue is also up 18%. EBITDA is also up, margin is also up, but the stock was not doing well today. Brigade Enterprises, again, the profit is up 22%, or 21%, though so 21% up. Revenue is up 24%, EBITDA is up 57%, margin is up. And it recorded pre-sales growth. Okay, because of that, this stock was doing well. Okay, e-clerks services profit was down but revenue was up. Mixed result. I'll just go through some of them, okay, which I feel are important. JK Paper, the profit was down 72%. The stock was down. Revenue also fell, and Chalet Hotels, yes, the profit was up. Like Indian hotels, this stock has been also slowly doing well. Profit is up 36%. Revenue is also up 22%. Hitachi India, Hitachi Energy is one of the top gainers today. Profit is up 498% to 137 crore versus 23 crore. We'll see this in detail. This is one of the top gainers today. Jindal Stainless profit is down. Restaurant brand Asia, it is in loss. SRF profit is up 7%. Revenue is also up. Okay. Blue Star, I've already said. Blue Dart, Infosys, it has expanded its collaboration with Siemens AG and all that. Okay, so now these are some of the stocks, some of the quarter earnings, which are, I feel, which were important. Okay, now I'll talk about the top gainers. So today's top gainer is Hitachi Energy. As I said, it is up 20%. Okay, excuse me for my throat. Tomorrow I hope it is better. इस बार तो सैटरडे को भी लाइव करना पड़ेगा because it is the budget. I'll see. That's my daughter's birthday also. So I'll see where am I placed on Saturday. Okay. So Hitachi Energy is one of the top gainers. It was up 20% today, and as I already said, 498% was the profit up tha. If you look at the details, then it was logged in upper circuit 20%, and its market cap chodo. The revenue of the company rose 27% to 1,582 crore rupees for the third quarter, and the company reported highest ever quarterly order of 11,594 crore in the period ending 31st December. Okay, and if we look at the let's look at the balance sheet of the company. So today this was at 12,278 rupees with Bandhua. So it's very expensive at the moment. Market cap of the company is 52,546 crore rupees. Stock P is 167. ROC of the company is 17.8. Return over actually ये आज up था. So all these figures also change. Okay. ROC of the company is 17.8%, but the company has been doing well. This stock has been doing well. ROE is 12.7%, and EPS is 74 rupees. Okay. Book value of the company is 331 rupees. So Hitachi company is it was created as a joint venture between Hitachi and ABB's Power Grid, and it is utility industry. It serves utility and industry with a complete range of engineering products and solutions. Okay. It is into grid automation, grid integration, high voltage. This is a power related stock, and as I said yesterday, power stocks are likely to do well. Okay. So it is into grid automation, grid integration, high voltage products, transformers, revenues. It is sale of products is the major chunk of its revenue comes from sale of products, and 16% comes from execution of contracts. Okay, India is 73% of its market, and rest of the world is 27%. Okay. It has 19 factories across 8 manufacturing locations, and it has a good order book of around 7,230 crore rupees, and the company has received new orders worth 5,500 crores in FY24. Okay. this is what the company does. If we look at the chart, then last year in February, this was at 5929 stock. Okay, and today it is at 12,227, and in between it actually even went up till 16,118 in October 24. If I look at the peer comparison, then its ROCE is decent. Otherwise, it has Wari Energies, which is doing very well. APV है, CG Power है, Siemens है, Suzlon Energy. They all have better ROCs than Hitachi Energy. But you know, this stock is more expensive than those stocks. Okay, quarterly results. If I look at the quarterly results, then its operating profit has gone up from 110 crore rupees to 167 crore rupees, and net profit is also up from 52 crore rupees to 137 crore rupees. In December 24, earning per share has also gone up from 12.34 rupees to 32.41 rupees. Earning per share. I look at the other income, then it's interest has kind of, income from interest has kind of come down, but it's a good amount. And then we look at the profit loss thing, which is year on year. Then that operating profit has gone up year on year also from 359 crore rupees to 507 crore rupees. Operating profit margin is also up. See, the company is doing well. That's why the stock is also so expensive. It's 12,000 ka stock hai. Net profit is also up from 164 crore rupees to 314 crore rupees. 314 crore is 314 crore rupees, and also year on year also the EPS has gone up from 38 rupees to 74 rupees. ROE is 13% for the last 3 years, and last year also it was 13%. Okay. If you look at the shareholding pattern, then 75% is with the promoters, 4.5% is with the FII, 11% is with the public. So this is this was one of the top gainers today. It's very expensive. The stock is very, very expensive, and the company is doing well. It is in the power thing. Next company is UFO Movies. Okay, and this is actually the stock is currently down. It has corrected somewhat. Today it was at 96 rupees, and this is after a this was also up 20%. 20% up the stock, and I'll just what does the company do? It was incorporated in 2020. Oh, sorry, 2004. 2020 क्या 2004, and it is in the business of providing digital cinema. And it is end-to-end service provider for digital cinema and non-digital cinema related solutions. It operates infrastructure service provider for film distribution and exhibition industry. Actually, movies and all, they are currently, these stocks are also doing well. Entertainment stocks are also doing well. It receives analog digital movie prints from film producers, distributors, and then digitizes, compresses, encrypts, and transmits the same through satellite to authorized exhibitors. Okay, so value chain of offerings is producer, distributor, exhibitor, advertisers. So this is into the business of movies and all that, and entertainment, which means, okay. Now let's look at the company. So it's a 372 crore rupees market capitalization company with stock PE of 23, ROC is 10%, Book value is 73 rupees. ROE is 6.28. Return on equity is 6.28%. And industry P is 11. So this has a higher PE than the industry PE. I look at the EPS. EPS is 4.21. So this stock was at exactly a year back. This was at 162 rupees का था ये stock last year 31st January और आज ये नीचे है. It has gradually come down. And I'll compare it with peers. Then it is above Z Media. Z की तो बहुत बुरी हालत है. NDTV के ऊपर है ये. TV Today Network के ऊपर है. It is above Jagran Prakashan. It is only DB Corp is doing well, and Sandesh is doing well. Okay, quarterly results. If I look at its operating profit has improved. Actually, it is the highest in this December quarter, 30 crore rupees. Then operating margin has also gone up from 10% in September 24 to 22% in December 24. Net profit is now in positive. Earlier it was -1. Now it is 15 crore rupees. And the operating margin improved. Have I said this? And its EPS is 3.95, which was earlier in negative. If you look at the profit loss statement, then its net profit has gone up from -13 to 16 crore rupees in March 24. TTM is also 16 crore rupees. Operating margin has kind of dipped a little bit, but it was up from 8% to 16% in March last year. Return on equity is -10 for the last 3 years. And if I look at the balance sheet, then equity capital stable here, and its assets have grown, and cash flow cash from operating activity has gone up from 6 crores to 77 crore rupees. Cash from investing activity is -22, and cash from financing activity is also -42, which has further -22 tha March 20 में. Now it has also come down to -42. Cash from financing activities, that is important. Okay, shareholding pattern. Well, that is the bad thing. Public has 52% of the stake in the company. Promoters only have 22% of the stake in the company. DIIs have 24% of the stake in the company. Okay, so this is UFO movies, and this stock was up 20% today. You can keep it on your radar, and it's just for the informational purposes. Okay, and the other gainers which were in double digits is Neapolitan Pizza. This was up 19.8%. Shanti Gears 17% up. Khadim was up 16%. Agrofos was up. You know what is thing is that, maybe part of an election rally or something, agriculture related and chemicals, these stocks are also doing well, because people expecting more and more agricultural reforms or allocations for the agriculture sector. और वो जो fisheries वाले वो सब होते हैं ना, वो people are expecting. Because of that, the agriculture related stocks are doing well currently. So this may be a mini pre-budget rally. Okay, and also Fundwiser Capital was up 10%. Multipurpose trading was up 10%. Diligent Media was up 10%. Moss Chip Technologies was up 9.98%. And Saptak Chem was also. These are all 999% up. All these stocks are 999%. These are small stocks which are up Panth Infinity was up 10% again. This is 8 rupees stock. So 10% के बाद 8 rupees है ये. Okay, so now this is where I'll end this today's live. I'm a little under the weather. I'm actually, my throat is paining. Okay, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. I wanted to talk about one stock which I have been following since 2021, and this stock has given good results. I made all the notes and all, but I'm really feeling very heavy in my throat. I'll have a lot of warm water tomorrow and I'll be back. Don't worry. ये होता है मेरे साथ. It starts here and I try to keep it, end it here only. ये गले में. Okay, then otherwise I get all the cold and all that. The stock which I was studying a lot is Shakti Pumps. And I've been following this stock since 2021. I am following it. This is not a recommendation. SEBI is becoming stricter. Okay, so I'm not your advisor. So this is just for information purpose, and I'm just like discussing this. I like this stock. और वो एक जल योजना करके ऐसे something. It benefited from it initially, and since then it has grown from strength to strength. This is up 4 times in a year, and still has more room for growth. And the Shakti Pump के बारे में I'll make a video where I'll discuss 2-3 stocks which I really feel that they are very interesting. I'll just see where it ended today. Shakti Pumps. $9.42 पे and when I started following it, my God, it was the problem is that I didn't buy it. So I'm waiting for a good tip in it. It was when I started following it, it was 88 rupees का था ये. 9.42 का हो गया. I missed this because I was buying Persistence and Infosys and Dixon. Dixon का मुझे फायदा हुआ definitely. I bought it at the right time, but I missed out some Shakti Pumps and all, a couple of more. I missed out on them. Gold DM was one of the stocks which I missed out. Okay, so I'll end this live here, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10, and we'll talk about the gainers and a little bit about the market. And as I said, I think I've told you this yesterday, FMCG is likely to increase their prices. So because of this, Dabur had a good run today. And consumption stocks will be catching some steam now. Okay. And apart from that, alcohol, beverages, these stocks can also do well. Why? Summers are coming. Okay. So anyway, alcohol stocks have been doing well. Okay. So I'll see you tomorrow, and good night, and let's stay positive about the India story. This year is not going to be as good as the last 2-3 years, but yes, this is India is a good story. Okay. और budget देखते हैं, budget के बाद बात करते हैं. But I'll do a live tomorrow also. So good night. Have a great day.